Hi, my name is Jeannie, and this is my podcast, Dreams to Reality. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm available on YouTube under Jeannie Hermoso. So, anyway, I really love to explain the law of attraction because a lot of people, especially the mainstream, it's getting more attention now, and people are accepting it more. But really, as a practitioner of the law of attraction, I'm starting to, I mean, I've always believed in it since I discovered it like over a decade ago, and I've always practiced it. And it's just like, but there's like always deeper and deeper meaning to it, and there's always things to discover about how the law works. So basically, I just really love this explanation by Chazé Sandriel. She has a PhD, and I actually took one of her courses on Udemy. Do check it out. Um, so basically, Sandriel, I think that's how she pronounces her name. I love her explanation of the law of attraction because it's very profound and it makes sense. So basically, what she said is that the law of attraction is a spherical law, meaning it's like, like a sphere. So whatever you like project, it comes back to you. Whereas you compare it to the law of gravity. So the law of gravity, she said, is a vertical law. So when you say a vertical law, it means like what comes up must come down. So it's always like, and when you toss a ball, it always goes up, but then it always goes back down. It doesn't really go sideways. Even if you throw it sideways, it's still going to come back down because it is a universal law on this planet. The gravity law of gravity, that's the effect of gravity. Whereas the law of attraction, it basically is a spherical law. What it means is whatever you send out comes back to you. And just like the law of gravity works all the time, like especially on planet Earth. I guess further out in the universe, maybe the law of gravity may be weaker, but on planet Earth here, the law of gravity works all the time, because if not, we would be floating into space. We would not be, you know, um, we would not be on the ground. And I think the more you move away from the Earth itself, outside of the Earth's orbit, um, you'll notice that you will start to float away. But the law of gravity, I mean, it works all of the time, like on this planet. And so, similarly, the law of attraction also works all the time. It's a universal law. There is not a day that the law of attraction doesn't work. And it's a universal law, just like the law of gravity. And so it works all the time. So we are always broadcasting. So we are always broadcasting our thoughts, who we are, our vibrations, our frequencies, everything. We are always transmitting all the time. But the thing is, most of it is unconscious and by default. So what it means is that like 99.99% of the time, we are not consciously broadcasting things. And it just works all the time, and the universe responds to our, what you call that, predominant mood, like predominant life condition. Let's say you're in a state of anger for that day or for that moment, so your external reality is also going to show the anger. Let's say you're in a state of anger, you get angry at someone, you start like screaming at someone, and that other person yells back at you. So it will always, what you call that, you will always be projecting, but most of the time, we get triggered. So it's a lot of the time it's unconscious. So I've been reading up about what is the law of attraction. So is it karma then because it's spherical, and so the thing is, it is karma, but it's a part of karma, and I'm going to explain it to you. So I'm a Buddhist, and we've been told, and you can observe it as well, like in nature. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It just, um, what do you call that? Changes into a different state. Like, let's say, um, water, liquid water, turns into steam when you boil it, or it turns into ice when you freeze it. So it just, um, transitions to a different state. And so it is as well that, as human beings, we are bound by the law of karma. And according to Buddhists, we have not just lived this one lifetime, we have lived different lifetimes, like so many lifetimes in the past. And so it explains a lot of the differences why people are born rich, people are born poor. It's because the causes that they created in their past life. So we often see, like in the news, innocent babies, like they're abandoned, and then whereas there's like, lucky babies that are just born into wealth, and have like parents and stuff. So in the grand scheme of things, we only, as human beings, we only look at this lifetime. But in the grand scheme of things, according to Buddhists, and you don't have to believe this, you can only partly believe this, it doesn't really matter. But as a Buddhist, I'm starting to believe, because I used to be skeptical. It's always good to be skeptical, but I'm starting to believe that this is true, that we have lived several lifetimes, and this is not the only lifetime, and this is not the only lifetime we will live. But so happens that, what you call that, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, we're recipient of the causes that we created. Hence, maybe in a different lifetime we were very generous and we gave a lot of things, material possessions out into the world, and this lifetime we're reaping the effects of the causes we created. And so, but the thing about like karma is, especially me as a Nichiren Buddhist, I don't really look at my past lives because it's not really relevant, because it's only your current life that is relevant. Because whatever you did in the past, we were unconscious of it, although we are seeing the effects of it. And in this lifetime already contains the causes that we created in previous lifetimes. But I'm not really, as a Nichiren Buddhist, I'm not really interested in the past lifetimes. It's only this current one that really truly matters, because this is the lifetime that you are living in right now. And if you want to see the effects you created in the past, just look at the present moment. And if you want to, know the effects of the future, just look at the present moment as well. So there are, and this, so I'm going to explain like aspects of karma. So karma actually has two aspects. It has reaping and sowing. So basically, reaping means, you already reaping the benefits of, the past causes that you created. But I'm more interested as a Nichiren Buddhist and a person that, follows the law of attraction. I'm more interested in the sowing part, where you are planting the seed in the present moment for, you know, the future, for the near future. So, law of attraction is an aspect of karma that is the sowing phase. It's the sowing phase of karma. And the thing that makes it important is basically this moment is the only moment that matters, because at this moment we are planting the seeds for our future, our like possible future. And so I like this picture. This is like typically the law of attraction picture, which is, we are magnetic. We attract love into our life, money, and a house, or many different things. That is the superficial understanding of the law of attraction. But what it actually means is, because the law of attraction is spherical, it means that we are constantly transmitting out into the universe. And the universe is, the quantum field is very sensitive to our, state of life, our predominant state of life. And it will always respond to whatever predominant thoughts that we have, or the present um, life state that we have, whether we're in a state of anger, a state of like maybe happiness or prosperity or something like that. So we're always constantly transmitting, and broadcasting, and will also, because it bounces back to us like an echo. um, at the same time, we also reap the results of whatever we have sown. So where does the four keys fall under? So, having studied the law of attraction, basically, or the sowing phase of karma, I realized that there are four keys to manifest the life that you desire. And the thing is, it's really important to follow these four keys, because in order to sow like a different future, you have to be clear. So there has to be clarity of what you really truly desire from this moment on. So the past doesn't really matter, because that is irrelevant. We have no control over that, especially your past lifetimes too. I know a lot of people are very interested in like past lifetimes. They're always saying like, yes, I want to heal my past life. You are the result of your past causes. So past lifetimes, if you don't believe the past lifetimes, you can just say, um, you are the result of the sum total of all the effects, or the causes that you created. You are the effect at this present moment. So if you want to create a different moment or a different reality, you first have to be clear exactly what you want. And the clearing is using tools, emotional clearing tools. I have like super conscious clearing tools, using the higher self, energetic clearing tools to clear what gets in the way of us desiring a new reality. And then subconscious reprogramming, because the subconscious mind is the filter that we have to replace, because most of the time subconscious mind or unconscious, we unconsciously have filters in place, and we need to replace the filter so that we can move forward, because if you have that filter, you're all, or that whatever filter you have on, you're just going to continue to project the same things. And aligned action means to take action in alignment with your goals. So let's say you want to be wealthy. So if you want to be wealthy, you have to have like habits that support your dream or your goal. So I know this is just a mini course. I'll also You can also get this as a free ebook or download as well, the PDF or the um, whatever, like the presentation as well. And I'm going to provide a link as well so you can get a free ebook. And anyway, do check out my store, stan.store/ Mystic Genie 88. I have like tools there to clear subconscious reprogramming and clarity tools as well. Do check it out. It's very helpful, because this is the only moment that matters. And the best way to sow something different is, to use tools. And I believe that I have those tools using the four keys that can really help you create a better reality for yourself. Thank you very much for watching.